The story of the dog begins not in our homes, but in the wild, tens of thousands of years ago. Before they were companions, they were wolves, thriving in complex social packs. This ancestral heritage is the blueprint for the modern dog, a key that unlocks why they behave, think, and feel the way they do today. Every bark, every wag of the tail, every glance is a whisper from their wild past. Understanding this origin is the first step to truly understanding the animal that shares our lives so closely. The domestication of dogs was a gradual process, a two-way street of mutual benefit. As early humans and wolves began to cautiously interact, a partnership formed. Wolves with less fear and more curiosity were likely the first to approach human settlements, drawn by the prospect of leftover food. In turn, these protodogs offered a valuable service. Their keen senses provided an early warning system against predators and rival human groups. This alliance was not an overnight event, but a slow evolutionary dance. Individuals that were better at cooperating with humans had a higher chance of survival, passing on their genes. Over countless generations, this selective pressure shaped the wolf into the dog, a process that continues to fascinate scientists today. At the heart of a dog's world is its pack instinct. This is not just a preference for company. It's a fundamental survival mechanism inherited directly from their wolf ancestors. For a wolf, the pack means coordinated hunting, collective defense of territory, and shared responsibility for raising young. For a domestic dog, their human family becomes their pack. This is why dogs often feel anxious when left alone. They are biologically programmed to seek the safety and structure of a group. Their desire to please, their loyalty, and their ability to read our emotions are all modern expressions of this ancient need to maintain pack cohesion. A dog following its owner from room to room is not just being clingy. It's acting on a deep-seated instinct to stay with its pack leader. Communication is vital for any social animal, and dogs have a rich and nuanced language. While we often focus on barking, their primary mode of communication is body language. The position of the ears, the height of the tail, the tension in the body, and the direction of their gaze all convey specific messages. A relaxed, gently wagging tail is a sign of friendliness. But a high, stiff, rapidly wagging tail can signal agitation or excitement. A playbow, with the front end down and the rear end up, is a universal invitation to have fun, clearly communicating that any subsequent chasing or mouthing is all in good sport. Understanding these subtle signals is essential for building a strong bond with a dog and preventing misunderstandings that can lead to fear or aggression. They are constantly talking to us and to each other. We just need to learn how to listen with our eyes. The canine sense of smell is almost beyond human comprehension. A dog's nose contains up to 300 million olfactory receptors, compared to our mere 6 million. The part of their brain dedicated to analyzing smells is proportionally 40 times greater than ours. When a dog sniffs the ground, it's not just smelling. It's reading a detailed story left behind by other animals. They can detect who was there, their emotional state, and how long ago they passed. This olfactory world is their primary way of experiencing their environment. For a dog, a walk is not just for exercise. It's a chance to catch up on the local news, check messages, and leave some of their own. Allowing a dog ample time to sniff is crucial for their mental stimulation and well-being. It is as important to them as reading or talking is to us. Hearing is another of the dog's super senses. They can detect frequencies far higher than the human ear can perceive, which is why they react to things like dog whistles that are silent to us. They can also pinpoint the source of a sound with incredible accuracy, thanks to mobile ears that can pivot like radar dishes. This ability was vital for their ancestors, helping them locate prey or detect approaching danger from a great distance. In our modern world, this sensitive hearing means they can be easily startled by loud noises like fireworks or thunderstorms. It also explains why they often know your home long before you reach the door, having heard the familiar sound of your car or your footsteps from far away. While not as dominant as smell or hearing, a dog's vision is perfectly adapted for its ancestral role as a predator. They see best in low-light conditions, at dawn and dusk, which was the prime hunting time for wolves. Their eyes have more rods, the cells that detect light and motion, than human eyes do. This makes them exceptionally good at spotting movement, even at a distance. However, their color vision is more limited than ours. They primarily see the world in shades of blue and yellow, with reds and greens appearing as tones of gray. This is not a deficiency, but an adaptation. For a hunter, detecting the slight flicker of a rabbit in the undergrowth is far more important than distinguishing the color of a flower. Play is not just fun for a dog. It's serious business. It serves as a vital training ground for essential life skills. When puppies chase, pounce, and wrestle, they are practicing the motor patterns they would need for hunting. Games of tug-of-war build jaw strength and teach them how to cooperate on a kill. Play also reinforces social bonds and teaches crucial lessons about communication and bite inhibition. A puppy that bites its littermate too hard will get a sharp yelp in response, a clear signal to be more gentle. This is how they learn to control the pressure of their jaws, a skill that is indispensable for living safely with humans. For an adult dog, play remains a key outlet for physical energy and mental stimulation, helping to prevent boredom and destructive behaviors. The concept of territory is deeply ingrained in the canine psyche. For their wolf ancestors, a territory was a protected area that contained all the resources needed for survival: food, water, and shelter. The pack would defend this area vigorously against intruders. Domestic dogs retain this instinct, which manifests as protectiveness over their home and yard. Barking at the mail carrier is not just random noise, it's a territorial warning, an announcement that a stranger is approaching the pack's core area. Urine marking on walks is another form of territorial communication, acting like a chemical signpost that says, "I was here." Understanding this instinct helps explain why some dogs are wary of visitors and why they feel most secure within the familiar boundaries of their own space. Sleep is a critical part of a dog's day, and their sleep patterns reflect their predatory heritage. Unlike humans who typically sleep in one long block, dogs are polyphasic sleepers, meaning they sleep in multiple shorter bursts throughout the day and night. This allowed their ancestors to conserve energy while always being ready to respond to an opportunity or a threat. When you see a dog twitching, paddling its paws, or softly whimpering in its sleep, it's likely in the REM stage, the same stage where humans do most of their dreaming. Scientists believe dogs may be dreaming about their daily activities, like running, chasing a ball, or interacting with their favorite people. Providing a safe, comfortable place to rest is essential, as proper sleep is vital for their physical health and emotional balance. The bond between humans and dogs is a unique and powerful phenomenon. Research suggests that when we interact with dogs, our brains release oxytocin, the same hormone that facilitates bonding between a mother and her child. Remarkably, the dog's brain does the same. This mutual chemical response creates a self-reinforcing loop of affection and attachment, strengthening the connection between our two species. Dogs have an uncanny ability to read human emotions through our body language, tone of voice, and even our scent. They offer comfort when we are sad and share our joy when we are happy. This interspecies bond, forged over millennia of shared history, is a testament to the dog's remarkable capacity for social connection, an echo of the pack instinct that lies at its very core.